Good morning, everybody. I'm Jennifer Brake of Jennifer Brake Photography, and I'm here to talk to you mostly about headshot and personal branding photography, but I want to say up front that I have a big interest in any kind of portrait photography. In terms of when I got started, I like to say that I was 10 years old because that's when my parents got me my first 110mm film camera, and I took pictures of everything. And as I got older, I was so lucky to have the cutest little sisters who were 11 and 14 years younger than me. And so I would dress them up and curl their hair and take their picture. And I didn't realize it then, but that's what I ended up wanting to do for the rest of my life, even though I did take a detour and practice medicine for a while. So these are those same sisters not too long ago. The younger of the two decided to go get herself a nice camera. And let me tell you, she got herself a nice camera, and I offered to help her learn how to use it, and she's like, great. But they live in Houston. That has never happened. But the older sister, Cindy, on the right, decided that she needed some headshots. So she's like, hey, Katie, take my picture. So they went out, and I have to say, they didn't do too bad a job. I don't know how they chose their lighting, but it's not that bad. It's a little bit flat, not too exciting, but I would say these are okay headshots, but they're not terribly exciting. And yeah. So these are some headshots that I did for a young actress for her application for an acting school. And what I will tell you is that her background is very similar to the one that my sisters used. In the second two shots, it's actually just a white wall. So the difference in these two slides is not the camera. The difference is composition, posing, lighting. The retouching actually, because these are acting headshots, there's not very much retouching that went on here because everything is supposed to be natural for those. So the difference is not the camera. The camera records only what you put in front of it. The difference is knowing how to use the camera to say what you want to say. So, do you need a new headshot? Lots of people do, if for no other reason, just because your current one might be outdated. So, think about whether you need a new headshot or personal branding if you had your sister or your mother, your spouse, take a picture with their nice camera. There are lots of nice cameras out there. Or you have a coworker who one day just needs to get headshots of everybody and is like, hey, stand up against this blank wall, and they pull out their smartphone, and there you go. I see lots of pictures out in nature, which is great. I love nature too, and no doubt there are beautiful professional level photographs that are taken out in nature. But in those cases, you have to ask yourself, is nature part of my brand? Is it telling my potential clients what I want them to know about what I do for a living and how I do it? And the same kind of goes for having your picture taken in the middle of a sunny day. Everybody loves, especially this time of year. Who wouldn't want to go outside on a beautiful sunny day and have their picture taken? There's so much light. The problem with beautiful sunny days is that that light is harsh. It's very unflattering. It can be used in the right situations, but you have to know how to use it to tell a story and how to use it to flatter your subject, or even if your subject is even appropriate for that light. If you feel like your headshot doesn't look professional, then you definitely need a new headshot. And that could be for any number of reasons. It could be that it's blurry, or that you had a bad hair day, or you were wearing a hoodie, or you cropped out everybody else in the family, and that's your headshot. Again, if your headshot isn't current, you probably need a new headshot, and that could be because you've grown your hair out, or you cut your hair, you shaved your beard, or you grew a beard, you changed your hair color, or frankly, you've just aged. I definitely don't look like I did 5-10 years ago, and so it's a good idea to update them. Some people say every year, and I think that's a good rule of thumb. If for no other reason, even if you haven't changed physically, your business and your message may have changed. Your level of confidence may have changed. And the last reason is you just don't like yours, for whatever reason. There are many, many uses for headshots, and one headshot may not work for all of them. So you might want a really close-up picture for your profile pic on social media so that people can actually see your face. But if you're looking at your actual social media content, you might want more environment or just show more of yourself. Sometimes you can feel like it's right in your face if a headshot is too close. Same goes for website content, email signature, and I'll just go on down to the speaking engagement bio. The headshot that I use is not one that I probably would have used if I had another one. And I'm getting them done, by the way, by somebody else. So what I ask of you today is to look at your current imagery and ask yourself, are my images just placeholders, or are they strategic? So in other words, did you have your headshot done to check a box, or did you think about what you want that headshot to say about you and how it could help your business? Do your images just look like you, or do they actually mean something? So does your headshot tell your potential clients anything about your style, how you run your business, your personality, or is it just a visual representation? Do the headshots just sit there online or on paper, or do they work for you? So does your personal branding invite relationships and trust? Do they make people wonder about you, make them interested in you, or are they just on the page somewhere? And finally, do they chatter without actually saying anything, or do they declare something about you? So it's often said that a picture is worth 1,000 words, but if those 1,000 words are just gibberish, it's not doing anything for you. Does your headshot look nice? Does it say that you're presentable, or does it say that you are an authority? And I'm just going to throw out some pictures of some headshots that I've done. Oh my gosh, but I'm not on media. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. And if you engage with, well, I try to engage with everybody who engages with me to help each other out. This is my website, jenniferbrake.com. It is currently under construction. This is one way that I had to level up. My website was trash.
Slides that we like people to include is the ask. So that's where you ask us to help you. So that's the benefit of being in this room is BNI, Business Networking International, says we all know 250 people. So there's over 1,000 referrals you could get out of this room. So you need to help us refer to you. So how can we help you as a community? What can we do? Are you looking, so you have someone to help you with your website. You have someone to help you with bookkeeping. We have that already covered. So do you need help with social media? Do you need help with branding? Do you need certain connections in the community? Like, how do you like networking groups or referral groups? Like, we all have something that'll help you. So tell us what you think you need.
Things that I really do want to offload the marketing, social media, and the branding. Like I said, I'm having another photographer help me with my branding headshots. But in terms of logo design and all of that, those are things that I'm starting pretty small. So the more photography I can do, the sooner I can start to use those people. I need an attorney.
Good.
And
do you have your business set up as an LLC or S Corp or something?
No, sole property.
So you need to set that up.
I need to get bigger before I think about that. So
business plan, you know how to, do you have a business plan?
I am working on that.
So you need someone to help you with that. So I think a lot of times as entrepreneurs, we just do everything ourselves.
Yes.
You know, we just figure, well, money's tight, so I'll just learn how to do everything. But I mean, as a mentor, I would advise, pretend like you have 100 customers. So what do you need? And those are the things that you need to line up. So it's better to have them all, you know, they say better to dig a well before you need a drink. So, you know, kind of getting the big picture and then decide what would you need to run that. And then when you decide to add those services, you'll have people in mind, you have a team all set up. And also you can create a team of advisors that will advise you in those areas. So when you're just starting out and adding your own whatever, you don't have to go back and redo it. You know, it's kind of like, I thought I could wallpaper my kitchen until I started wallpapering it. And then my girlfriend came over and said, look, it doesn't, all those lines don't match up. We have to rip that whole thing down. So I had to start all over, pay more money to do it the way an expert would do it. So that's kind of like your business. I think entrepreneurs spend a lot of time wasting money thinking they got it all covered, when in fact, when it's time, your business is really growing, you discover you don't have it covered, and then you have to go back and try to redo something that involves a lot of people. It's very hard.
Yes, I agree.
So think of it like that.
I think also keep showing up like you're doing at
Come to events.
these events and the BNI group that we're looking to launch.
Oh, good.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
another
you're
one we're
welcome.
trying to launch. We need
Good
more
for you.
people in there. Because you have made me think more about my headshot is so old, so I have an appointment with her in April. We're gonna get new headshots done. But by showing up, it really started making me focus, like, yeah, and look, and she has the best business card ever. So,
And I have some.
yeah, she has the best business card ever. So, yeah, I think keep showing up is a big thing.
Great.
I'll commend you for showing up to speak about your business. I do think as an entrepreneur, this would be something I would not even think of, quite honestly, because I would be like, it's on the back of my list for anything. So I think you stepping out and just exposing your business is great, because there are a number of people here,
Absolutely.
and yeah, it's a great job.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
agree also, because you mentioned about the hair color. My hair
What?
color has changed.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you
And I
say?
didn't think about that. I said I like the idea that she mentioned the reasons why you need a headshot.
Yeah.
I just took some last year, but my hair color has changed, since then.
Right.
And it's crazy you mentioned that, because I actually did walk into a business and they didn't know who I was compared to my business card. So I think things like that do make a difference. So
And the aging.
And I will definitely be making an appointment.
Wow. Yeah, but
right.
not aging, because she has anti-aging photography, I'm sure.
But compared to the one I have, that's awesome.
Question for you. Have you considered making a plan for people to come back regularly and take update pictures and things like that, so that it may become some, regular revenue, so people, and maybe it's a discount if they agree to book appointments in the future?
That is something that I have considered. There are some limitations to it, but I would say that is one of the things that is on my list to work on.
I would consider, especially now that you really put in my head that, I should update every year.
Yeah.
And different types of headshots too, because I like a
Yes.
professional one and a casual one.
Right.
Because of
Yes.
different settings. One, I have to use my professional one in all settings, and I know it doesn't fit all the time.
Right.
So I do need different types of headshots. And then different projects, I would like different headshots, so I don't have the same headshots in all of my different projects. So I could see having, I wouldn't maybe want to do them all at the same time because cost, I'd like to spread it out. So if I had a kind of,
Technology today, you say, well, I haven't got that far yet. The thing I love about my phone is I can put a reminder in here. So all the pictures you take today, you have a list of who those people all are, who they are already. All you have to do is say to your phone at the end of the day, please contact this person 360 days from now to let them know they need to update their
Oh, yeah,
photo.
that's a good idea.
you
Like the
know,
dentist.
For, yeah, it's just
Yes,
all,
like the dentist.
Just like the dentist. I get a reminder, your appointment's due.
Yeah, I get those too. You are
Yeah,
overdue
just like
for
the
your-
dentist. That'd be a great idea.
it just reminds people that 1 year from now, I've aged, I've changed my hair color, I've done something, and it keeps right in front of them.
Right.
And you're the one now sending out the reminder because we're not paying attention to it. This is your business. This is what you want to grow. So it's your responsibility to say, I need to get back in front of that person. That's a very easy way to tackle that, is have your phone remind
That's a great
you.
idea.
And the nice thing about your phone is you can say, on it, you can say, okay, 365 days from now, I want to take this picture, but you can start letting your customer know with a month reminder ahead. Hey, you're about 4 weeks from being 1 year. It just constantly reminds, and it's a great tool.
That's a great idea. Thank you.
Another good avenue, and if you haven't already thought of it, is when I worked in corporate and we had new hires come in, like we always sent them out to the standard photographer we use to get headshots, to add them, to the website, here's our team. Or we would also have, like if we were updating a website or something, we would have a photographer come on site and then do the headshots for everybody for an afternoon. So you might want to think about that.
That is something else that I've thought about that I have not yet pursued.
Because that's huge. Companies want that. They want it to look professional.
Yes. Liz had some.
I just wanted to give you a shout out because I have photos that you've taken.
I just saw them.
All
All right, I want
And they're fantastic, and, yeah.
Done. But it's not really the full experience because everybody had the same background. I mean, the light was meant to be flattering for anybody who came in, but everybody had the same background. Nobody really got their choice of posing, and it was kind of
Find new customers. How do you sell? How do you price a photo shoot?
how do I sell? I'll tell you what, I'm learning because I'm a photographer. I love to take pictures, and I'm trying to figure out, I have spent a very long time trying to figure out how to actually run a business, almost all word of mouth. And a few months ago, I decided that it couldn't be that way anymore. And that's when I started coming to events like this. I started cold calling. I started doing things that make me really uncomfortable.
One quick question.
Good.
Sorry, I didn't take your answer, is what do you think a headshot is worth, and how are you pricing?
What do you think about what?
What do you think a headshot or a photo shoot is worth, and how are you pricing kind of compared to how you might answer that?
Honestly, I think a headshot, it's really hard to put a number on it because it could be worth, what is it worth to you? What do you put into it? What does it bring into your business? That's what it's worth. And I think you could say thousands of dollars or more.
Right.
The way that I currently price is how much does it cost me to do this, obviously, and how do I make a profit off of it? And when you sit down and do the numbers, as I'm sure with everybody here, when you do those numbers, you realize, oh my gosh, this is expensive just to do this. And so I run those numbers. I think I'm priced a little bit low right now. My current pricing is $400 to book, and one image is $600. And then I have collections that bring down the per image price. And I think that that's low. And not over the long term, it's not sustainable. But right now, I'm essentially launching. So.
Right on.
Great.
I think I'm following up on this question. It's like, what is it worth? It's the reverse applies. It's like, what does it cost you to not have excellent headshots?
Great point.
And I truly appreciate you, Jennifer, coming here today and telling us about the